Ok, giờ thì mình sẽ gửi bài tập. What the heck? Azota. Chọn file. Và giờ mình nhấn. Bây giờ là giữ cho đến khi hiện ra này. Rồi bấm vào đã hoàn tất. Rồi cứ chọn tiếp. Chọn tiếp. Nhấn giữ. Đã hoàn tất. 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 Chọn từng cái lên. Đó, cứ như vậy. Rồi xong rồi, đợi nó hiện ra hết. Ok, vậy là xong rồi. What the heck? Hồi làm lại nha. Đó. Cái này là 6 tệp. Không, 7 tệp. Quên chọn nào rồi. 4 5 6. Thêm một em nữa. Rồi. Rồi đủ. Đợi hình này nó load xong đã. Hình này load lâu quá. Khi nào nó ra nha, như cái dòng chữ màu xanh như vậy là nộp bài. Lâu thế. Ok, xong rồi á. Rồi, nộp bài thành công rồi. Ok luôn. Okay, so right now I have done studying English and math test in online. Well, I spent 2 hours to copy my friend's homework, and I have done it really fast. I have to say that. Yeah, and now I'm gonna take my bike to the park, just have a little riding to make myself more energetic. Okay. Now I'm writing the lessons, and I'm also in the park. Beautiful. Yeah, I love writing this novel and watching the sunsets. I love it. Interesting topic. What is the universe made of? Okay. All the material objects around you are composed of submicroscopic units we call molecules, and molecules in turn are composed with the individual atom. Molecules frequently break apart and then form new molecules. On the other hand, virtually all the atoms you come into contact with through the source of your life. These ones in the ground beneath you, the air you breathe, the food you eat, those that make up every living thing, including you, have existed for billions of years and were created in places very unlike your planet. How those atoms came out, what is I want to share with you. It's all started 14 billion years ago with an event we call the Big Bang, which resulted in a universe consisting of gas alone. There was no star and no planets. The gas was made up by only of atoms belonging to the simplest elements. It was about 75% hydrogen and almost all the rest was helium. No elements like carbon, oxygen, or nitrogen existed. No iron, silver, or gold. In some places, the density of this gas was slightly higher than in the others. Due to gravity, those places attract even more gas, which further strengthened the pull of gravity, which then drew more gas in, and so on. Eventually, large dense compounds form, centering under their own gravity and consequently heating up on inside. At some point, the core of such a ball gets hot enough that nuclear fusion occurs. Maybe I have talked too fast. Yeah, really fast. I I don't know whether you are hearing me or not. Are you clear? Maybe I should continue reading. I will. Sorry, I will enrich my pronunciation and reading skill. Hmm. Hydrogen atoms smash together to form helium, accompanied by a gradual release of energy, strong enough to counteract the sinking force of the gravity. When the energy pushing out from the fusion reaction matches the gravity pulling all the gas inwards, an equilibrium occurs. From this is a star is born. Over its lifetime, the fusion reaction is in the core of a massive star will produce not only helium but also carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, and all the other elements in the periodic table up to iron. But eventually, the cores will run out, leaving it to collapse completely. That causes an unbelievably powerful explosion we call a supernova. Now there are two things to know about how supernova create elements. First, this explosion releases so much energy that fusion goes right, forming elements, with atoms even heavier than iron like silver, gold, and uranium. Second, all the elements that have been accumulated in the core of the star, like carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, iron, as well as all of those formed in the supernova explosion, are ejected to interstellar space where they mix with the gas that's already here. History then repeats itself. Gas clouds, now containing many elements besides the original hydrogen and helium, have higher density areas that attract more matter, and so on. As before, new stars result. Alison was born this way about 5 billion years ago. That means that the gas is arose from our head itself have been enriched with many elements from supernova explosions since the universe began. So that's how the sun would up with all the elements. It's still mostly hydrogen at 71%, with more the rest being helium at 27%. But bear in mind that while the first stars were made up of hydrogen and helium alone, the remaining elements in the periodic table make up 2% of the sun. And what about Earth? Planets form as an incidental process. Two star formation are the same gas group. Planets form as an identical process to star formation. Out of the same gas cloud the star itself. Small planets like ours don't have enough gravity to hold on much hydrogen or helium gas, since both of those are very light. So even though carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and so on make up only 2% of the glass, could form which was formed. These heavier elements form the bulk of our planet and everything on it. Think about this, with the exception of hydrogen and some helium, the ground you walk on, the air you breathe. Everything is made of atoms that were created inside stars. When scientists first worked this out of the first half of the 20th century, the famous astronomer Hollis comment, "We are brothers of our borders, cousins of the clouds." Okay, that's all for today. My voice just smooth and it is really hard for you to hear. Yeah. is more. I think so. So goodbye.